Hello everyone, welcome to the episode of Whiteboard series. In this video, I am going to explain Clickout phenomena. That is, previously I have explained Clickout phenomena, however it was through words and not through diagrams. And in this video, I am going to explain Clickout phenomena through diagrams. That is, from the starting of my YouTube channel, I have been saying that Sadashiva is the vibrationless state of consciousness and Shakti is the vibration-full consciousness. But I was slightly mistaken because I found out that Sadashiva is the infinite state of vibrations, whereas Shakti is the Leela which holds the vibration which are less than the infinite. So I will explain again. That is Sadashiva, which seems to be vibrationless, but it is not vibrationless. It is infinite vibration. So what I mean by infinite vibration is, I will tell the evolution of Shakti. So Shakti starts from non-living things. So this is non-living things where the Mooladhara chakra has just been started. That is the chakra of food and sleep. So it is operating in sleep mode. So all the non-living things, right? Like the table, ground, pen, everything is in the sleeping mode. Now the Mooladhara chakra energy will start gaining desire, like desire for food. So when it gains desire for food, it gets converted to amoeba. So from amoeba, it starts evolving into amphibians, from amoeba it will become fish, then amphibians, reptiles, mammals, then humans. So slowly they will get additional chakras like Swadhisthana chakra, that is desire for sex, Manipura chakra, desire for money, fame, power, then Anahata chakra, desire for love, then Vishuddha chakra, desire to communicate, Ajna chakra, desire to think, and finally Sahasrara chakra, desire to exist. So slowly the desires will increase for the non-living things. Currently, the non-living things are there in the Mooladhara energy. As it grows, it gets all the upper chakras. And now I will explain what is Clickout phenomena. So in Clickout phenomena, what happens is every consciousness, right? Every being, every Vishnu, that is the physical realm Vishnu, astral realm Vishnu, causal realm Vishnu. Every Vishnu gets to experience Sadashiva for a brief moment of time. So how it happens? So now I'll explain the brain waves. So brain waves looks like this. That is here from the non-living things, then amoeba, then fish, amphibians, reptiles, mammals, then humans, then astral beings, then causal beings, then finally Sadashiva. So what did I draw? I drew the brain waves. So in the brain waves, if you see this part of the wave, right, where the wave changes the direction, is the clicked out wave. So clicked out phase of the consciousness. So when the consciousness clicks out, what happens is it experiences Sadashiva for a brief moment. And this is the clicked in part of the consciousness, which is inside the Maya. So whenever Sadashiva enters Maya, he vibrates at the alpha, beta, gamma frequency. That is alpha, beta, gamma, theta and delta frequency. So the astral realm is vibrating at theta frequency, the causal realm is vibrating at delta frequency, and physical realm is vibrating at alpha, beta, gamma frequency. So when we vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma, our awareness is very high. And when we vibrate at theta frequency, what happens is we feel dreamy. That is, whenever we sleep, right, first we go to the theta frequency. So that time we dream. Everything seems mushy, like it'll be all blurry and ambiguous, like it'll not be clear, everything will be blur and like animated sometimes, and sometimes very funny and weird dreams. So that is theta frequency world. And the next is causal realm, that is the deep sleep world, where it vibrates at delta frequency. So when you vibrate at delta frequency, you are in deep sleep. And if you go beyond that, it is Sadashiva. That is where there is no me, that is I dissolves, that ego saying I am dissolves, and that is Sadashiva. So the yogis, right, the enlightened beings like Yogananda, Vivekananda, they vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma frequency even in the astral world. That is why the astral world is clear to them, like it's vivid, like how we see in lucid dreams. So that is how the astral beings interpret the astral planets, and even the causal beings, right, they vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma even in the causal world. So for them the causal world is very clear, that is, it's vivid. But when we go to the astral and causal world, it seems full blurry because our consciousness is not developed enough to understand the astral and causal world. So what happens in our cases, So when a human goes to the astral and causal world, so let us see how a human interprets the physical, astral and causal world. So for a human, what happens is, when he is eating, he vibrates at alpha, beta, gamma frequency. When he is running, he vibrates at alpha, beta, gamma frequency. Then when he is having sex, he vibrates at alpha, beta, gamma frequency. Then when he is earning money, exercising, when he has desire for power, ego, that time also is vibrating at alpha, beta, gamma. Whenever he is fighting. But when it comes to the love, he slowly starts vibrating at lower frequency. So he vibrates at lower. And Vishuddha also, he vibrates more lower. Then when it comes to the Ajna Chakra, more lower. And Sahasrara Chakra, more lower. Slowly he dissolves. So a human, when he goes to sleep, he is not able to interpret the causal world because he is not vibrating at alpha, beta, gamma frequency. He is vibrating at delta frequency. And he is vibrating at theta frequency in the astral world. Since those are lower frequency brain waves, he is not able to understand the astral and causal world. He is only able to understand the physical world where he is vibrating at alpha, beta, gamma. So whenever we vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma, the Shiva, that is the clicked out phase, is more. So whenever Shiva is more, whenever the clicked out phenomena is more, we are more aware. But whenever the clicked out phase is less, we are not aware. So during sleep, a human is not aware. So whenever he goes to the astral and causal world, he is not aware. So to be more aware, what he has to do is he has to meditate upon the Bija mantras, or upon Kali, Krishna, Shiva, or he has to meditate doing Kriya Yoga, Shambhavi Mahamudra. So whichever spiritual path he can choose, it can be Advaita also. So when he does that, he will start vibrating at more higher frequency even in the astral world. But that is not enough. He has to vibrate more so that he will click out, because the astral beings vibrate so high that they click out even in the astral world. Only then they will be more aware. If you don't click out, you will not be aware, because our true self is the clicked out self, that is the Sadashiva state. So all this clicked out phase is there. It is Shiva. And all the clicked in phase is the womb of Shakti. So whenever we click in, we think we are the characters. That is, we think I am Aditya, I am Rishabh, or I am Jason, John, Anant, Tanuj, whatever. So we think we are the characters. We think we are Narada Muni, we think we are Vishnu, we think we are Krishna, Kali. But the real thing is Shiva. Our true self is Shiva. But when we click in, we think we are the characters. So that is the part of Maya, which is very strong, due to which, if you see, the clicked in part is very high, whereas the clicked out part is very less. So whenever Shiva enters the Maya, he sends his sperm cells. So basically all the Vishnus, right? It may be Kshirodakshaya Vishnus, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, causal beings, astral beings, physical beings like humans, animals, birds, insects. Everything is a sperm cell of Shiva. So whenever Shiva enters Leela, he enters like this, like a sperm. Here he is the Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, that is the causal being who creates universes. So there are many Garbhodakshaya Vishnu in the Tripura Sundari's womb. As I told in the previous video, causal realm is the womb of Tripura Sundari, astral realm is the womb of Kali, physical realm is the womb of Tripura Bhairavi. So whenever Shiva enters the womb of the mothers, what happens is he enters as a sperm cell. So Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. The Garbhodakshaya Vishnu starts dreaming. That time he goes into the astral realm. And when he starts dreaming more, that is deep sleep, he goes to the physical realm. In the physical realm, he lives a character of Aditya or Modi or Donald Trump or whoever it is. So in the physical realm, he is vibrating at alpha, beta, gamma. And that is why the physical realm is very visible to the Sadashiva, who is used to the physical realm. But as the Sadashiva meditates, what happens is he vibrates at alpha, beta, gamma, even in the astral realm. So the astral realm is also very vividly visible for him. So the enlightened beings like Yogananda, Vivekananda, for them, the astral realm is clearly visible because they are vibrating at alpha, beta, gamma, even in the astral. Because the clicked out phenomena, right, the clicked out, happens only if you vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma. If you vibrate at theta, delta, the click out doesn't happen. And due to which you will be dreamy or sleepy. So our point of meditation is not to sleep. It is not tamas. Rather, it is being more aware. So you have to vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma, even in the higher realms. And that will be a very challenging task. So I'll explain again how the yogis vibrate. So for a Sadashiva sperm, that is Vishnu, to evolve and turn back into Sadashiva, he has to achieve 3 times Samadhi. So for a Vishnu to become Shiva, he has to achieve Samadhi 3 times. So who are the Vishnus? We are the Vishnus. So Vishnu means dreamer. So we are the Vishnus, and if we want to go back to our original self, that is the Sadashiva, we have to achieve Nirvikalpa Samadhi 3 times. And Nirvikalpa Samadhi means it's like a phasing out phenomena. Phasing out phenomena is different. You can correlate phasing out phenomena with that of Flash. So if you have watched the Flash series or movie, Barry Allen, right? If he wants to pass through walls, so what he does is he will vibrate, he will phase his hand in a frequency which will pass through the walls and all. So whenever he vibrates at a frequency which does not interact with the frequency of the solid objects, that time he can pass his hands through the solid objects. So that is called as phasing in. So similarly, for yogi to enter the astral and causal realm, he has to phase. So how to phase? That phasing phenomena is called as Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So he has to experience the Sadashiva state, even in the physical realm, astral realm and the causal realm, to reach Sadashiva again permanently. So I will just explain how a yogi is supposed to achieve Samadhi. So first, a yogi starts in the amoeba state. That is first non-living things, then amoeba, then fish, then amphibians, reptiles, mammals, humans. As I told, humans, when they go to sleep, they go in the theta wave, then delta wave, then 0 hertz. So they are going to the astral and causal realm without any awareness, without clicking out. So that is, they are clicking out in the physical realm, due to which Advaita people are able to question the reality. There is derealization episodes, depersonalization episodes. If you see, many people in the West have considered derealization as a disease, mental disease, but that is not true. Derealization is a gift that the previous life sadhana has been successful. That is why derealization episodes come to an individual, that is experiencing the clickout phenomena. So when a human experiences clickout phenomena, he gets derealization episode. So this is the clicked out part of his brainwave. So when he experiences derealization, he feels he doesn't belong to this world. He questions the entire existence. Where am I? What am I doing? This doesn't make sense. So that feeling happens. But whenever he goes to sleep, he sleeps like a baby, like a baby in mother's womb. And that's why for him, the astral and causal realm is not visible. However, he has the potential to experience the astral and causal. So how should a human experience the astral and causal? By clicking out, that is not going into the mother's womb. So to do that, he has to practice meditation. So instead of sleeping like a baby, he has to vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma, even in the astral and causal realm. So when doing Kundalini sadhana, that is, I initiate Bija mantra to my students. That is, in the Mooladhara chakra, there is Ganapati and Bhairavi. Then Swadhisthana chakra, there is Kamakala Kali and Batuk Bhairav. In the Manipura chakra, there is Hanuman and Mahavidya Kamala. In the Anahata chakra, there is Kali, Krishna, Baglamukhi, Dhumavati and Bhuvaneshwari, representing different aspects of love. And in the Vishuddha chakra, there is Mahavidya, Tara, Matangi and Akshobha Bhairav, representing different aspects of communication. And in Ajna chakra, there is Chinnamasta and Subramanya, representing different aspects of thinking. And finally, in the Sahasrara chakra, there is Vishnu and Shodashi, representing the last point of escaping the Leela. So, for Kundalini Sadhak to experience the astral realm, he has to chant mantras in such a rhythm that his whole body starts vibrating at alpha, beta, gamma frequency, even in the astral realm. He has to not sleep like a baby. If he sleeps like a baby, then he will not be aware. He will not be able to experience the vivid nature of astral causal. He will just see blurry images like how we see in dreams. So for it to be lucid, he has to vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma like this. So this is how astral beings experience the astral realm. Once you experience the astral realm, you will never come back to the physical realm, because the physical realm will be very boring to you. So let's say if the mother nature puts Vivekananda's consciousness into a physical being like a human being or animal, the human being or animal may go insane in few days because the consciousness of Vivekananda is so high, that is, he is vibrating at such a large frequency. The bandwidth of his brainwave is so high that he is not able to, he'll not be able to fit in a human body because his consciousness has expanded. That is, the brainwaves are vibrating at very high frequency, and not only high frequency but also the amplitude. And when he goes beyond that, when a consciousness evolves beyond the astral, he has to achieve samadhi again. That is, here in the physical realm, when he has to achieve samadhi, what he has to do is he has to phase in, like how Barry Allen phases through solid objects. Similarly, he has to phase in, he has to vibrate at infinite frequency. So here he has to experience Sadashiva for a brief second. So when he experiences Sadashiva for a brief second, he goes to the astral. Then again in the astral, after living for several billion years, again he has to phase in. That is, infinite frequency, he has to vibrate and go to the causal. Then in the causal realm, when he becomes a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, that is, below the causal realm, he is a Kshirodakshaya Vishnu. That is a small Vishnu. When he enters the causal, he is a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. So he has to vibrate in alpha, beta, gamma, even here. Then finally, after he resolves all his desires, resolves all his karmic debts related to the Maya, when a Vishnu finally satisfies all the desires through his dream elements being us, the characters, he finally dissolves the entire universe. That is, the entire dream bubble of one universe pops. Then finally, he goes to the Sadashiva permanently. So he will vibrate at infinite frequency in the Sadashiva. So he is in the clicked out state, permanently in the clicked out. Here inside the Maya, we experience click out for few milliseconds, minuscule of second. We experience the click out phase. That is, we question the reality few seconds, then again we fall into the Maya. But when it comes to achieving samadhi in the causal, that is, when a Garbhodakshaya Vishnu achieves samadhi, what will happen is he will go to the clicked out phase permanently. So the clicked out phase is permanent after the causal realm. But inside the Maya, it is temporary. That is, if you vibrate at delta theta, then it is not even temporary. That is, you are completely in the womb of the mother. That is, you are asleep. And what is the reason we sleep every time? The reason we go to the astral causal during sleep is because throughout the day, we vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma frequency. And when we vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma, a lot of energy gets consumed. That is, the kinetic energy will be exhausted, and that is why we will require more energy from the other realms. So what we do is we steal energy during sleep. That is, during sleep, we go like robbers to the astral and causal. We steal energy from there, the potential energy of Shiva, and we come back to the physical realm. Then again we do our mischiefs in the physical realm, thinking we are the gods. Then after working out again, we again go to sleep, then come back, go to sleep, come back. But a yogi doesn't go to sleep like this. He goes to sleep like this, through awareness. So when he goes to sleep through awareness, he experiences the astral causal very vividly, like 4K, Ultra HD. Then when he comes back, he tells all the stories to the humans, and humans don't understand. Humans think a yogi is mad, but the thing is, we are delusional. That is, we don't know that the astral and causal realm exist, and that is why we, out of ignorance, think physical realm is the only world. And that's why many billionaires are trying to explore the physical realm itself, because they are ignorant. They don't know that other realms exist, which is beyond the five senses. But if I achieve samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi, that is phasing out from the physical, that is vibrating at infinite frequency for a brief moment, then what will happen is I will go to the astral world and I will reincarnate there in the astral planets, and there I'll be able to experience the world similar to how I experienced here. However, there the world is not having five senses. That is, we are not having the five senses. Instead, we are having our Sukshma Sharira, that is the astral body, which contains our emotion and intellect, that is the Anahata Chakra onwards. And again, if we achieve samadhi, that is, if we phase out of the astral world, then we enter the causal world as causal beings, and there we experience the deep-rooted desire. We are resolving the deep-rooted desires of the Maya through dreaming like a causal being, that is Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And there, when we vibrate at alpha, beta, gamma, we experience the causal realm very vividly. Then finally, when we achieve samadhi, that is when we vibrate at highest frequency, we finally go back to Sadashiva. That is the sperm cell of Sadashiva evolves and goes back to being Sadashiva. So the Sadashiva is back to form. The sperm cell has evolved in the mother's womb and the baby has come out as Shiva himself. Till the point when he is inside the Maya, he is a Vishnu, a dreamer, a Maya creator. Finally, when he goes out of the Maya, he is back to Shiva. That is the pure awareness with infinite frequency, clicked out part of the wave. So I hope this video has brought some light to your consciousness. This was a very complicated video. Very few people will be able to understand this concept. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal.